Hi guys, Kylie here with LatestWiiUGames and welcome to the Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate demo on the Nintendo Wii U. So once again guys, this is post-commentary because I wanted to concentrate on the gameplay at the time and obviously talk a lot during this video. So you can see that I'm going to fight Plesioth with the Switch Axe. So first of all, I want to talk a bit about the Switch Axe with you. So the Switch Axe actually has two forms of attack. It has the sword mode and the axe mode. First of all, I want to talk to you guys about the axe mode. So the axe mode offers great range and can actually hit the hard to reach places on the monsters. It can hit Rathalos's wing when it's actually flying with the rising slash attack. It also has a infinite combo, which is the side to side hitting combo in axe mode. However, that is limited to the stamina bar that you have, so obviously if you're going to be using axe mode a lot, I do recommend taking dash juice, and then you can literally do that combo for an infinite period of time. Now moving on to the sword mode. The sword mode uses a specialised coating to add effects to the weapon. It's called a file, and it can also overload, allowing you to use a discharge attack by pressing the X and A button together, which you'll probably see at some point on this video. If you keep hitting the X button after you've pressed X and A together, it'll just keep drilling into the enemy until it explodes, and then at that point your Switch Axe will revert back to the axe mode from sword mode. The sword mode is limited to an energy meter found beneath the sharpness indicator. The bar decreases when you attack using the sword mode. Once the bar is depleted, the weapon will change back to the axe mode and will need to be reloaded. The meter does recover over time, but you can also reload it manually. Something also to take note of guys is the Switch Axe carries different files with it depending on what weapon it is. Now I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because I don't want to ruin it for you guys in the main game. So with the axe mode, you may actually notice at some point in this video that it will bounce off Plesioth's back, because Plesioth's back is actually really hard, and it just has a lot of resistance to it. So if you're using Switch Axe against Plesioth, try and attack his back using the sword mode. Now you may notice that I actually prefer to use the sword mode a lot. I probably use it too much. I need to use the axe mode a bit more in my opinion, but I just do prefer the sword mode of this. And nothing beats the feeling of using that discharge attack and seeing the weapon explode and revert back. Here we go, I'm doing it now. That's the discharge attack. I didn't finish it off because Plesioth obviously ran off, as you can see, the little bugger that he is. So why do I like Switch Axe? Well, I don't really know, to be honest. I pretty much main Switch Axe back in my Monster Hunter Tri days. It was my go-to weapon. It's actually weird really, because recently I've got into longswords and it kind of seems a bit slow to me now, but I did find fighting Plesioth a lot easier using the Switch Axe, but I suppose that makes sense since I played hundreds and hundreds of hours of Tri using the Switch Axe. So you can see there that I'm attacking Plesioth's back and it's not bouncing off, but you will see at some point when I'm in axe mode that it does bounce off Plesioth's back. So, like, Switch Axe isn't as powerful, obviously, as Greatsword, but it does give you that versatility between the modes of it. There we go, using axe mode there. Absolutely hate Plesioth's hip check attack. I have fought Plesioth on Monster Hunter Freedom Unite before, and I know how broken his hitboxes were on that. Obviously it has been improved, but I still feel like that hip check still needs work on it. Like there has been times I've been behind Plesioth's legs at the base of his tail and I've rolled while he's done his hip check and it's still hit me. So I do think that still needs a bit more work, but obviously it's a lot better than it was, so let's not moan too much about that. Oh, that was so close. There's nothing really much else to say about switch axe. I had a lot more to say about dual blades on my dual blades video, but they're a lot more complex with the various things you can do with them, but I do like to use my switch axe just because it does have the versatility between the modes, and there are a lot of different combos you can do with it. Here we go, a nice discharge. Finally get to see it. I just love that motion of the sword reverting back to the axe mode after you've done that attack. It's just such a great feeling. This is the infinite combo you can do. You can see my stamina bar depleting now, so if I had a dash juice, I'd be able to just do that non-stop because my stamina bar would not decrease. You can see that in this video I'm wearing Cedius armor, or Cedius armor, however you want to pronounce it. I think it's the high rank armor, I'm not sure. I quite like the change they've made to this armor. It makes you look like Egyptian, like Anubis. And the switch axe is also Cedius switch axe as well. I'm trying to think what else I can talk about now, because I actually spoke about quite a lot on my dual blades video, so if you haven't seen that, guys, then feel free to check that out, because I did actually chat about a good few things on that. I guess I could talk about the lock-on feature, because I didn't really talk too much about that. What are my thoughts on the lock-on feature? So obviously the camera lock-on allows you to lock onto the monster. If you're using a Pro controller or the classic controller with the Wii remote, if you hit the ZR button, I think it is, it'll activate the lock-on, and then obviously if you hit the L shoulder button, it'll then snap the camera onto the monster. So I guess the camera lock-on isn't necessary if you're playing it on the Wii U game, but I still tend to utilise it quite a bit just because it is there and it is quite handy to use. But obviously if you're playing it on the 3DS, it's a lot more handy. If any of you have watched my videos on my main channel, Gadget Girl Kylie, you'll know that I don't use the Circle Pad Pro with this Monster Hunter game. I know that you couldn't use it with the demo, but I have got the game in Japanese as well on my Japanese 3DS, and I don't use the Circle Pad Pro simply because I find it too bulky and cumbersome, and the lock-on feature just takes away the need to use the Circle Pad Pro with it. So some people have been asking me random questions like, what am I looking forward to most when this game comes out? I guess what I'm looking forward to most is playing with my old hunting buddies again, and just like teaming up with everyone and getting on Skype and just having a laugh on the call, and just generally recording videos and bringing videos to you guys as well, and meeting new players. And I'm actually looking forward to playing with some people that have never played Monster Hunter before, and hopefully like teaching them a few things and like helping them the best I can, because I really just want Monster Hunter to grow as a series and get more attention here in the West. I mean, I know some people are disappointed that the game's come to the Wii U and has kind of moved over to Nintendo. I can understand that. However, I just think that if you're a fan, you should kind of look at it in a different way and think that, well, it is expanding onto other consoles, which means that the fan base will grow, and then in turn the interest will grow, and then the demand for the games. So even though Sony have no interest in Monster Hunter right now, and there doesn't seem to be any future plans to bring a Monster Hunter game to the Vita or the PS4, that could change when Sony see the interest that it's gained on the Wii U and 3DS. So just try and be supportive, guys, and try and be patient. I mean, obviously you don't have to buy a new console to play the game, but just don't be sour about it. You know, no one's forcing you to buy a new console, and you know, to be honest, I only see it as a good thing that the game's branching out and moving to different systems. Obviously, I put a lot of hours into Monster Hunter on the Wii, and obviously on the PSP as well, so I'm a big Monster Hunter fan, as you all know. And well, fan is probably an understatement. I'm obsessed with Monster Hunter, let's face it. I bought a Japanese 3DS just to play the game, so but yeah, like I said in the last video, guys, obviously I'll be bringing lots more videos of this game to you. I do want to bring more demo videos to you guys before the main game comes out. Obviously I'll be bringing loads of videos to you guys when the main game comes out as well. I'm kind of going to be doing a let's play, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it, but I will be skipping like some of the boring quests. I'll mostly just be filming village quests, online quests and stuff like that. Those will be going on my main channel, and they'll be going on this channel as well. So yeah, if you want to see loads of videos, don't forget to subscribe to my main channel, Gadget Girl Kylie, also. I know that we all want to kind of arrange a online hunt here on LatestWiiUGames with me, Tim and Elle, which will be absolutely awesome. Don't know when that's going to happen yet, obviously, because we all need to kind of work around each other's schedule. But when it does happen, it's going to be excellent, and I totally think you guys should check that out. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know, maybe some other videos planned as well. I don't know if Tim kind of mentioned something about like me talking him through a few things and like showing him Monster Hunter and stuff, which I'm totally up for if he wants to do that. It'd be quite fun. I wouldn't go as far to say that I'm a veteran at Monster Hunter. I still think I've got a lot to learn. Obviously there's certain weapons I'm really good with, like switch axe, dual blades, sword and shields. I've just started really using long swords. I think I'm kind of like medium experience with long swords right now, but I'm getting to a point that I'm pretty confident with long swords as well. Other weapons I'm totally noob with, like hammer, hunting horn. Don't even ask me how to use that scary piece of weaponry. I kind of want to get into bows as well. Oh, well, the video's come to an end, so I'll have to shut up now. But yeah, you've been watching Kylie with LatestWiiUGames. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.